My name's Adam, and I'm here to tell you not to get solar panels if your goal is saving money. The figures being thrown around, the savings being talked about are just simply misleading. So join me as I dive into an example and show you why. The adverts for solar panels are everywhere, but this one caught my eye the other day. This gentleman is saying that he has spent just £4.41 on his electricity in April. It seems genuine. He shows graphs and figures from his British Gas app and reveals that he got solar panels installed. And then he shows a shot of his solar management app. But here's where the issues start. On the 27th of April, we can see that he's used 162 kilowatt hours of what he's generated by his solar panels. He states that he's running at 83% self-sufficient, so we know that with a bit of maths, he's actually used about 195.6 kilowatt hours in those 27 days. If we divide it by 27, we get to a daily usage of 7.24 kilowatt hours. If you have a smart meter and can see what you have used, go and take a look and see how that compares. I know that as a family of 4, we are pretty efficient. We only use LED lights, we don't have a tumble dryer, and our usage is still 10 kilowatt hours per day. So this chap's usage is low. Maybe he doesn't have children, maybe he doesn't work from home, I'm not sure. However, what I'm really confident of is that he was actually away for the first 4 or 5 days of April, because look at his usage. It's completely flat and it's lower than the rest of the month. Up until the 5th and then the 6th, which shows a big spike of usage, which suggests he's got home and he's doing all his laundry. I personally find this really misleading. Add to this the fact the Met Office have declared the April just gone as the sunniest one on record in the UK. He also points out that he exports electricity back to the grid, and so we can factor that in to figure out how much he's going to be getting back from that. So 148.5 kilowatt hours of electricity at an average of about 15p a unit gives him a price back from the grid of £22.27. If we add what he saves to what he gets paid back from the grid, we get to a pretty good monthly figure of £70, just over. However, we need to consider he's had to buy these solar panels. He shows a picture of his roof. We can count 8 panels. If you Google an 8-panel, 3 kilowatt solar install, you get an average price of about £5,000. So to pay for that £5,000 with his savings, it's going to take 5 years, 11 months to see a return on that investment. However, we need to remember he's basing these figures, and we're basing these figures, using the sunniest April on record. He's been away for 15% of the days, and he's a low electricity user. So I suspect that break even is going to be over 7 years.